we have such a fun project, and it's the big hype that's going on right now is rope projects, right?
It is.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And we have our two resident professionals in the rope, not the roping the cows at all. We could lasso, do your lassoing.
Tie you up.
There you go. But, we're going to turn the time over to Fern, and you're going to...
Sandra.
And Sandra. Both of you.
Yeah.
So you're going to kind of tell us a little bit about what's happening, and we'll show you some fun ideas. So this will be a lot of fun.
Okay. So the first thing that you do with your rope is you've got to make this end right here so that you can start it. So basically what you do, there is an inner core on your rope and then the outside of it. So you just kind of expose that inner core a little bit right there, and then you can grab a hold of that, and then you pull this outer core away. Okay. So this is what you would do. All right. So you're going to pull that out just like that. Okay. And then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut, I'd say about an inch or so off of there. Okay. And then you're going to take this and push it right back over that core.
Over the top. Oh.
And then you have this piece of your rope here. And I usually like at least a finger's width.
At least, that's good to get it curled.
At least a finger's width here. Now, you can also take a little bit of fray check. Okay. And so what you do is you just take this and just kind of put a little bit of fray check on the end of it. And then I just took it and just kind of pushed it together like that.
Oh, that's a great idea. I love it. Then you don't have to be worrying about the little fray things.
Right. And then you're going to take this and you're just going to fold that over like that.
Okay, so where you
just
had cut the core out.
And then you're going to take this and start rolling it.
Oh.
Just like that.
Okay, I love that idea. That's a lot easier than what I did. Now I'm going to
turn this over to Fern, and she's going to start stitching.
Yep. So on mine, I made it a little bit longer. Like I didn't roll it really tight because it needs something to grab onto.
Mm-hmm. So it's more of an oblong instead of a circle.
And
get started.
Like by the time you're done, it looks like a circle.
Okay.
And then your settings on your machine, because you want a zigzag or you want a decorative that goes in and out. I'm just going to do a zigzag today. But your settings, your width, you want it at 3.5. And I'm going to start my length a little shorter. Normally I go a 4.5, but I'm going to start at 3.0 just because I'm at the very beginning. And I want it to build up some.
So you want it nice and tight, so that it won't unfray.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm just going to start with the zigzag, and if I have to go over it a couple of times, it will be okay.
The nice thing about this is it's so forgiving.
Right.
So then if you miss some, you can
go back.
Oh, you can go back.
Just go back and do
it. William asked if a wider stitch makes it better. Not necessarily. I'm not going to say it's any better, but I'm not going to say it's any
worse.
Any worse either. It's just as a matter of as after you make that wider stitch, it's going to make a difference in what it looks like.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, and then you just want to make sure that it's catching both
sides of
the rope.
Yep.
And so I'm going to do a couple stitches. I'm going to stop and I'm going to spin it. And you want your rope so it is clockwise and it's coming out at the bottom. So you can keep your rope all to one side.
You can control that.
You can control it much better.
Now, Fern, I will tell you that when I did one of them, I did it on the other side. I did it counterclockwise. It works. It was a little harder, but I'm right-handed.
So
if you're left-handed, especially on this, it's not going to matter. So if you're left-handed and you're used to working that other direction,
then
it definitely would be fine.
Yeah.
But I found that as I did it right-handed, it worked better for me. But one of them I did, this one, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll show you. The difference that you see here is that this comes up this direction. So this is the one I did this way. And this one I did this way.
Oh, that's fun. What size needle are you using, Fern? Is this an 80-12?
I'm going to say an 80-12.
Okay.
I think that's what we keep on this machine.
Yeah. But it doesn't, you could use...
I would definitely, I don't think I'd do a 75-11.
I would probably
It's-
go
yeah.
with
Stay
either
with
an
an 80,
80-12,
right.
and I've even used a 90-14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now the other one is we are using 100% cotton thread on. No, actually,
No,
this
we're
is
using the
not.
variegated.
This
This
is
is-
a variegated thread that we're using. That is the polyester, and it doesn't matter.
And once it gets bigger, you're just holding on to it. You don't need the stiletto. You can keep your fingers away from it, and you just
keep
rotating it with your hand.
Okay, this is so cute. I love the variegated thread.
Isn't that fun?
Yes, the variegated thread really adds something to it. Oh, this is so fun.
So you can
I
decide
love
how
it.
big you want it, and then when you stop, you want to. I actually just reduce my length down to 1 or 0, and just let it stitch it. Give it a good stitch right there.
Oh, okay, to end.
Yep. And then I'm going to cut my thread, and I'm going to do the same thing at the end. Whereas I want to see how I want to end it.
Right there. Oh, look how
Okay.
cute. I love
That
how
works.
you
Yeah.
ended that.
So I'm going to see where I want to end it, and then I'm going to allow myself enough room to cut and to pull out that inner core. And I'll go back, tuck it underneath, and just go over and stitch it
Oh, I
again.
love that. That's really
And
fun.
then just depending on what you want it to look like. And I like this because if you have little hangers in your
Yeah.
kitchen, you can hang them on there, or you can grab it with your finger and twirl it.
Yeah, so let's take it to the next step and let's just put a little bit of a design on the top of it, okay? So we said that our theme for this week is a rodeo roundup, okay? So as you can see, we've got a few designs here that we've done that are kind of a Western theme here. So we've done a boot, we have a cowboy hat,
Scoot and boogie.
okay? We have a star. Okay, and
Cute.
this one here, I just put my granddaughter's name in the middle of it. It says
Cute.
Molly. And then we have another star design that has a vinyl over the top of it. And I just put some gold star glitter underneath that vinyl.
Cute.
That's so fun.
And so there's that one. And
You don't want to put your hot cup of coffee on that one.
no, I
No.
would prevent from
Yes.
doing that one.
But somebody suggested like a Christmas decoration.
But I could put my Pepsi
cute.
on it.
you could
Yes.
definitely put your Pepsi
So
on it.
yeah, just be careful with your hot. So you could use it as a trivet. Yeah. Actually, you could make it big enough to use it as a trivet.
you could.
So which would be really fun.
And
As long as you use cotton.
Yes.
Yeah, anything that
cotton
won't
thread.
melt.
Right. So how did we do this, Fern? You actually just I took my coaster like this, and I used a sticky back tearaway.
Okay.
Now I know Fern said she used a sticky back wash away.
I did a wash away.
Yeah. Either way, I don't think either way, but I would highly recommend a sticky back. Now,
Okay.
what if I don't have sticky back?
You can use spray, right?
Okay.
You
Or
could use
definitely
stick.
could.
You could probably
You could.
I think sticks
One
better.
more way.
you could probably use Kimberbell tape to tape
Okay.
it down. But that's not the one that you see.
That's what I'm looking for.
I would
Okay.
just hold it there.
Yeah, you would.
You know
too.
me.
Just hold it.
So, and it all depends on the size that you're
Yeah.
making. Okay,
Right.
say I'm going to make one that's just that's larger, that's like a plate size or whatever. So you're going to use a larger hoop so that you can set it down in the hoop,
You want it flat.
and you can stitch it down
Ah.
onto
Right,
the
'cause we-
stabilizer.
We do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Stitch.
Okay, that's a great
So
idea.
You can either do it by hand, or you could actually do like a large basting stitch of some
Right.
sort, just a tack down stitch.
Yeah.
In maybe 4 or 5 different places,
Okay, great idea.
depending on how big it is.
What a fun thing. And then you just embroidered it normally. You didn't have to do anything different.
Slow your machine down a little bit.
Yeah, I
okay.
definitely would slow your machine down. You
Yeah.
don't want it going, crazy. And on these here, you can see I used leather underneath that one. This one I used fabric. Fern put fabric on the underneath side of her boot to kind of decorate her boot up a little bit. So I
Changed out
think
my
that
thread
turned
colors.
What a fun
Different
what
things.
a fun project.